When someone doesn't fully choose you, your nervous system knows it and it will keep sounding the alarm. So you have to always choose the person who does not make you question where you stand in their life. Because there is no amount of connection, there's no amount of chemistry, there's no amount of attraction that could ever compensate for the psychological toll of being with someone who isn't all in and who can't choose you. And I know how difficult this can be if you are in a relationship or even in a marriage with someone who keeps pulling away or doesn't know if they are in love with you, or maybe you've been with them for a long time and they're dealing with some other things that they can't fully choose you, whatever. They've got one foot in, whatever the circumstances are, they've got one foot in and one foot out. And that feeling of working so hard to be enough for someone is one of the worst feelings ever. It is exhausting. It'll drain your energy. You'll start to get body aches. Your whole physiology will start to respond to that because it's like this perpetual fight or flight. Because the person you care about doesn't care about you the same way or isn't able to commit to you, or they're pulling away. And you have to recognize when you are in that pattern that there is no greater threat to us emotionally than losing love or not being enough for someone. And if you already don't feel like you're enough or you feel like you're too much, and maybe you're carrying the weight of some unresolved childhood business of never feeling good enough or feeling like you just never were, never lived your life the way that your parents wanted you to live it, or you never felt like you had the right body or the right looks, or you felt like you were too sensitive or not enough of this or not enough of that. You carry that weight with you into a relationship, and then someone you care about is pulling away. Your immediate go-to is going to, for lack of a better way to describe it, abandon yourself so that you can just be enough for this person. And all I'm saying is you have to get off that hamster wheel of trying to be enough and trying to prove your worth and trying to prove why you're worthy of being chosen and loved by someone who just can't see it. You have to see that, it's not even about them. And it's really just about you and the very human fear that there's something wrong with you. And there isn't. And we're all flawed, and we all have things that we need to work on. But you deserve to be with someone who chooses you fully. And we all have to do our part in a relationship. We can't just behave any way that we want to and then just be chosen, or can't just do whatever we want in dating and then expect just to be chosen. We do have to show up. We do have to communicate. We do have to put our best foot forward. We do have to be honest. We do have to be vulnerable. But never forget that you deserve to be with someone who wants you and chooses you, and you choose them back, because no one should be chasing anyone. It needs to be two people making a mutual effort with mutual feelings, choosing each other every day. Because behind every happy couple are two people who do the work to choose each other every single day. To sometimes put their partner's needs before their own. To see the relationship as this precious baby that needs to be nurtured and taken and looked after. I spent 2 years in a marriage trying to be enough for my husband. trying to, jumping through hoops because I just didn't know how to communicate. And I thought, if I lose this person, then I'm to blame. If I lose this person, then what am I going to do without this person? So you have to believe that you are absolutely capable of standing on your own 2 feet. You are absolutely capable of being single a little bit longer until you meet the right person. And you have to have faith in your strength because you are stronger than you think. But what is going to wear down on your strength, on every single, psychically, emotionally, physically, is trying to be enough for someone who just can't see it for whatever reason. So no matter how connected you feel to this person, no matter how much chemistry there's, no matter how afraid you are, and I get it, none of it can make up for the anxiety that is guaranteed if you remain with someone who just can't love you and can't choose you. So you have to be brave. And this is when you actually have to choose yourself, which really just means choosing your sanity and choosing your right to have a future with someone where you are both equally putting in the work to create something meaningful together.